What up, Talkin fight fans? Thanks for tuning into today's episode of Knuckle Up, featuring yours truly, Mike Orr, and my man Cedric Benn in the den. Welcome back, brother, from your happy birthday yesterday, man. I bet it was a good one. That's probably why you weren't able to make it into the show.
Yes. Feeling good, just relaxing,
Yeah, I hear that, brother. Well, welcome back. We got a good one for all the folks out there today, man. And we're talking about Diego Dynamite Costa. Yes, guys. Much as he is a prospect, he is older. He's an older guy, man. He is of the nice ripe age of 36. But
wow.
he is 8-0 right now with 5 knockouts in the super middleweight division. He's ranked 10th out of 69 in the UK, 82nd out of 1,397 in the world. And he goes by Dynamita. So Diego Dynamita Costa, this guy is fighting this weekend, guys, against Musa Mayo. And that is on the Liam Smith undercard, guys. He is a KO king. He's unbeaten in his 8 fights with 5 KOs, and with 4 of those coming quick inside 3 rounds. Have you been watching any of his highlights?
Yeah. I got his fights on here. And I'd like to say he's do you know anything about his amateur career?
I know that he does have an amateur background. I couldn't find exact numbers on it, but what I am going to tell you is that he is an avid salsa dancer. Okay, and as much as you laugh, Vasily Lomachenko have also taken up dancing to help with the sweet science of boxing and that fancy footwork. As you can see when you watch this guy in the ring, he does have a nice little pop in that step. You can tell. Yeah. He's also one of these guys that says that the dancing has helped with his power. Generating all that power from the hips and the way it turns over, and learning how to do it muy caliente, right?
Yeah. I definitely what I was gonna say before, that the dancing ties into it. It helps with the footwork and the head movement. He's 36 years old. He's definitely a young-looking 36 years old.
That's what I'm saying.
Just like I'd like to think I'm a young-looking 42-year-old. But anyway.
Don't worry, brother. You are a young-looking 42, because you know what? I'm a young-looking 41. So there we go.
And shout out to Sweet Pea in the chat. Thank you very much. A Virgo. Okay. Yes, I am.
Yeah, that's AKA my sister. She was bugging, wanting to know when your birthday was. And since you tuned into the show, I guess you found out.
Oh wow. Thank you.
Honestly, Costa here. He first started boxing when he was living in Spain, and then Costa moved to Manchester.
Whoa. Sorry for cutting you off. Let me forget what I was saying. The reason why I brought the age thing up, is because it depends when he turned pro. Like, some guys, if you had a long amateur career, like guys, you have like 200 amateur fights at 36 years old, you're basically done by then. But, maybe he was the guy that started late. There's some guys, for example, like Bernard Hopkins only started boxing when he was 19.
Right.
And then went from there. So, he looks like if he didn't have much of an amateur background, just looking at him, he looks like a young 32. He doesn't look like he has any gray hairs yet, nothing, anything like that. So, we'll see how far he can take it.
Exactly. Well, he started boxing when he was living in Spain, and then he moved to Manchester to make his UK professional debut in 2017, and that was a knockout victory against the previously unbeaten Craig Bunn. And you know what? That was a huge statement. And since then, Dynamite's career has gone from strength to strength wins over Greg O'Neill, Joseph Obislo, and then followed by a win over Boris Carrington in the Contenders VIP Promotion Series. And honestly, that was a dramatic stoppage that saw Costa claim the Phil Martin Trophy in a style making his mark in that light heavyweight division. He training at Oliver's gym. Diego credits his career to the late owner, Oliver Harrison, who guided him when he first arrived in the UK, previously the home to former world champion Rocky Fielding and Martin Murray. Costa got way to go. He's got ways to go before reaching those, heights. But now with 8-0 with 5 knockouts, his career couldn't have started much better, to be honest. In his spare time, he enjoys playing poker, but his main hobby outside of the ring is dancing. Inspired by Brazilian heritage, Costa believes that salsa dancing has helped his footwork and with power in the ring, and he acknowledges it. The turnover of the hips is helping him generate this knockout power. And just like I said earlier, Vasily Lomachenko has also taken dancing to help him with boxing, right? But at light heavyweight, Costa's power was obvious, having stopped 5 out of 8 opponents, and now dropping to super middleweight for this year's Ultimate Box 7. The rest of the field will fear Costa's immense punching power. This guy has the ability to knock people out and end the fight with one punch. He won't be the most experienced fighter of the night, just 8 fights and 5 stoppages, but he will be the live wire in that series, right? All too often in boxing do fights shroud in hype and anticipation and fail to live up to it. We've all been there. We've all seen it. These wicked fights are supposed to happen. Guys, if you want to see a great fight of this kid, Diego Dynamite Costa, I call him a kid. I can't even call him a kid. You want to see a wicked fight with this man, Diego. Watch the fight against Boris the Blade, man.
That's the fight that I got on. That's the fight that I got on this whole time right now. Boris Creighton versus Diego Costa. A great fight back and forth. Costa has the edge a little bit, and you talked about the footwork. You can see the footwork in the background. The difference, not the difference, but what I hope he can improve on a little bit is his head movement defense, because he's cutting the ring off very good. He's cutting his opponent off. Speaking about Diego, he's cutting him off. Like, he's not just following him around in the circle. He's actually cutting him off. But in that process, he's getting hit with a lot of straight punches right down the middle.
Yeah.
He's keeping his hands up good, like blocking from the side, but and then when he gets hit with a few in the middle, the ones from the side, you forget about those ones. He's still winning the fight. He's still blocking most of them, but just from a coaching perspective,
you know what? And you couldn't hit it spot on. The inaugural Contender VIP final brought together 2 unbeaten punching powers, which were Blade and Dynamite, man. And Dynamite is fighting this weekend, and again putting his O on the line against another gentleman who is 4-0 right now. So the last time 2 of these unbeaten power punchers got together, he came out, and the opening 2 rounds, the bout was controlled by it was controlled by Blade, who managed to find a home for his.
Another right hand. He dropped him
as he frustrated Costa, who was missing with concerning regularity. Nonetheless, the sheer desire and determination of Costa never wilted, and as the Brazilian, unwavering in pursuit of the taller opponent, closing the distance and having greater success in the 3rd round, that indicated the tide of the bout was turning. Blade looked to regain his dominance at the start of the 4th, landing a variety of power rights and lefts that, despite connecting cleanly, failed to hinder the progress of the Manchester-based counterpart, Mr. Dynamite, man. Reaping the rewards of his resilience, Costa's breakthrough came at the end of the 4th, when the trio of crisp right hands sent Blade clattering to the canvas, guys. And the 26-year-old managed to beat the count before Costa unleashed a final sinister flurry, which dropped Blade for a 2nd time and caused the referee to step in and say, you know what, he's had enough punishment. And you're watching this as I'm talking about it, which is great, because as I'm telling you this story, you're watching it all unfold in front of you guys. And if you want to see it too, check it out, man. Look it up. Our man Diego Costa taking on Crichton. Check it out, man. Boris Blade Crichton. Check it out. It's a great fight. You're not going to be upset with it. And guys, we get to see him back in the ring this weekend on the Liam Smith undercard against Musa Moyo, who is 4-0. So we got these 2 4-0 guys these 2 undefeated guys getting in the ring. Who's going to come? Who's going to prevail? Who's going to come through with this wonderful victory this weekend, man? Well, do you have anything else to say before we get out of here for the day?
No, man. Just on a quick side note, thank you to Boxing Canada for picking me to go on finally to go on a trip with the national team. I'll be leaving September 9th to Bulgaria with Team Canada.
There we go.
So yeah. Shout out to Boxing Canada.
See, we in this game out here, man. We in this game out here, people.
Talkin fight will be in Bulgaria.
Yes, Talkin fight will be in Bulgaria. You heard that, September 9th to the 24th with our man Cedric Benn, who will be in somebody else's den over in Bulgaria. I can't wait, guys. This is going to be a great one. That's going to be good. Hey, guys, look for us 9th and 10th to be out in Brampton. There's some great fights out there. We'll be ringside for that. Well, you are on your flight on your way to Bulgaria, and look out for us to be ringside with Lee Baxter on the 14th, again at Rebel Entertainment Complex, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. You know what it is, man. It's your man Mike Orr and Cedric Benn saying we'll see you tomorrow, same time, same channel. You know what it is, man. Knuckle up.